So here we go, step 2 of making our bread without yeast. So first off, we've left the sourdough starters for a while. We've got to check now if they are ready to use. The way you do that is put a little bit into some water, and I'm going to do that from both sourdough, Bill and Joan. As you can see, the first one has floated lovely, and there's the second one. Yep, it hasn't sunk, it's floated to the top. That means it's ready to make bread. So we now have, there we go, that's working lovely, just floating on top of the water. So we're going to weigh out 100 grams of sourdough starter, 50 from each. I think that's only fair, really. And we are going to mix this with our 200 grams of water. There goes the second 50, didn't want to come out. There you go, take the spoon out, Keith, it'll weigh less. What am I like? So we've got 100 grams of starter dough. We're going to mix the water in with this. And there it goes, in goes the 200 grams of water. So all that's in there is water, sourdough starter. It's time to mix it in with our bread mix. Remember, in this bowl there's flour, salt and olive oil. That's all that's in there, 3 ingredients. And we're about to add some water and some more flour. So literally this is 4 ingredients. Sourdough bread is 3, you don't have the oil in it, this is 4. So give it a mix up with a spoon. Nice, get it all together. And all we're going to do is get it out onto the table. And we're going to knead it. Give it the first knead before we put it back in the bowl to rest. A little bit of flour there. Got my trusty scraper. And there we go. Out comes the dough. I must admit it looks banging. So we're just going to knead this up now. If you haven't kneaded before, it's just push in, pull in, say punch it out, bring it back. That's all you're doing to knead it. And you just basically do that until the dough feels nice and it's all mixed. Give it a little bit more. This is very therapeutic, I have to be honest. This is a good part of baking, knocking that dough back. So there we are, that's our bread dough. It has now got flour in it, it's got salt, it's got water, and it's got olive oil, and it's got sourdough starter instead of yeast. But the sourdough starter is basically more water and more flour. A little bit of flour in there, into the bowl it goes. Cover it with our little plastic top. These are from Lakeland, they are fantastic. Leave it for a few hours, job done. Just one more thing to do, Bill and Joan, we have fed them, we've used some of it. Just pop them back in the fridge for another couple of days.